Spain has the best passing team on the planet. Cape Verde had never played a World Cup match in their lives. On paper, this isn't a contest. And yet for 90 minutes, the favorites couldn't find a way through, not because they were outplayed, because they walked straight into the oldest trap in football, one that has dethroned champions, ended dynasties, and made unfancied teams famous for an afternoon. Here is exactly how it works. The trap is simple. It's called the low block. A weaker team doesn't try to attack, they retreat. All 11 players drop deep, pack the space in front of their own goal, and dare you to break through a wall of bodies. No gaps, no room, no mistakes allowed. Here's why it works. Football rewards patience more than talent. Pack 20-something players into a small box, and even brilliant passing has nowhere to go. You can have the ball all day. Possession isn't the prize. The goal is. So the underdog gives up the ball on purpose, lets you have it 90% of the game even. Because if you can't break the wall, none of that possession matters. 0 shots on target, 0 chances, 0 goals. Now here's where it gets dangerous. For Spain, specifically. When the wall doesn't break in the first 20 minutes, panic sets in. Quietly, the favorite starts pushing higher. Defenders creep further forward, chasing the goal. The patient passing turns into rushed crosses, hopeful shots, forced moments. And that's the kill shot. The moment a low-block team wins the ball, the favorite has nobody left at the back. One long ball over the top, one quick break, and suddenly the underdog isn't defending anymore. They're one pass from a famous upset. Spain has lived this nightmare before. Russia eliminated Spain on penalties at the 2018 World Cup after 2 hours of Spanish domination, produced barely a goal. In 2022, Morocco sat deep, offered almost nothing in attack, and still knocked Spain out on penalties, despite Spain having 77% of the possession. Different opponents, same trap, same result. Which brings us to right now. This is the question every coach quietly asks before facing Spain. Why do the world's biggest teams keep falling into this exact trap? At the 2026 World Cup, debutants Cabo Verde held the European champions to a scoreless draw, sitting deep and daring Spain to win individual battles instead of letting the passing do the work. Spain kept the ball, kept control, and simply could not find the cutting edge to break a defense that had no business holding firm against them. The favorites trap, working exactly as designed. Here's the twist most fans miss. The low block isn't really a defensive tactic. It's a psychological one. It doesn't need to stop you forever. It only needs to make you impatient once. One rushed decision, one gap left open. That's the whole plan. So next time you watch a boring 0-0 and wonder why the big team can't score, you're not watching bad football. You're watching a trap spring in slow motion. The underdog isn't hoping for a miracle. They're executing a plan, patiently, possession by possession, until the favorite breaks first. The game has not changed. You have. You're welcome. Subscribe if you enjoyed this type of content. It means a lot.